Hey everybody, I'm Anna, and I want to say welcome to the brand new 6th graders of Cruz Middle School and North Gwinnett Middle School. Do you know how smart you are that you chose to be an orchestra? And do you know how double smart you are you chose to play the bass? And how lucky you are that you have the great teachers that you have. We're going to do these series of videos to help get you started because you're all learning digitally. And we're going to start with how to unpack your bass. So you went to the store and you rented a bass, or you had it delivered to your house and you have this. What do you do with it? The first thing I want you to do is I want you to take the bow out of the case. Now, I wasn't smart enough to put a bow in this case for this demonstration. However, you will have a bow, and your case might have 2 bow sleeves in it. It may have 1, but you're going to pull out the bow and put it over to the side on a shelf or something like that. We don't need to worry about the bow. But when you take this case off, if the bow is still in it, it could easily get broken, and that's what we're trying to avoid. If your case is fancy and has a little thing tied around the neck, untie it. But mostly, what you got to deal with now is a big giant zipper. Now, if I line up a whole bunch of basses and a whole bunch of soft bass cases, they're all going to be a little bit different. So yours may not look exactly like mine. Don't panic, that's okay. So this particular bass, I will say, and when you're working with a bass, I want you to remember to always lay it on its side. Never lay it on its back or its front. It needs to be on its side. This particular bass case has a zipper that actually goes all the way around the bottom, halfway up the other side, and comes all the way up to here. Now, your bass case, the zipper may actually go all the way across the top. That's fine. However you need to do it, you want to take the zipper and undo it as far as you can. Now also, a lot of these bass cases, before we get too much further, a lot of them have a hole in the bottom that the end pin is supposed to come out of. You need to check and see if yours has that, because if it does, this can be a pain if you don't know it. The first thing you have to do is lift the end pin out of that hole. Your case might actually just be one of those where the 2 zippers meet right here, and then that's much easier. But if you have that hole, get rid of it. Now, you notice the case is basically falling off. It's kind of really easy at this point. I'm going to stand it up. I'm holding on to the neck at all times. It's really easy for this thing to get away from you, so you want to always be holding on with one of your hands. But keep it down low. Don't try and stand this thing straight up and then lift the case on and off. It's a pain. You'll get tired and hot and sweaty. Instead, lean it over, and then it should just lift right off, kind of like a big old overcoat. When you do that, you can just lay it on the floor, remembering we took the bow out, so it's safe. And then your bass is out and ready to play. Now we're going to talk about bass setup and the end pin in a different video. That one's coming up. But I do want to say one more thing. When you're done playing for the day, either pack it back up, or with a bass, one of the great things you can do is you can set it up if you have an empty corner, and you can lean it in towards the corner. You want to make sure if you do that, I have to do a little housekeeping first. If you do that, this is the bridge. The bridge needs to go in towards the corner. I suggest wrapping a towel around it so it protects your bass from the walls and protects your walls from the bass. Your mom will appreciate that part. And if you do that, it's safe, it's stable, and since you don't have a case on it every day, it's easier to walk by, pick it up, and practice. That's the secret to getting better. We want you to practice a little bit every day. So you can certainly do that. But when you're ready to go to school, when you're ready to go to a concert, you pack it back up, and after you're done packing it back up, you're going to do it just like unpacking. You're going to lean it. You're going to make this just easy as can be. And it will slip over just like a big old coat. And when you're done zipping it all back up, the bow goes back in last, and you're ready to go. I hope that helped you unpack your bass and get ready to play. Next video, we'll set you up with a stool. Welcome to orchestra. I'm really glad you're here.